Have you ever heard whispers on the wind in a place where no one should be? Stories of shadows that dance just at the edge of your vision. Today, we're venturing deep into the remote, untamed jungles of Cambodia, a land of ancient temples and breathtaking beauty, but also a place that holds dark, powerful secrets. These aren't just your typical ghost stories told around a campfire. These are warnings, tales of encounters with the forest spirits, the Neak Ta, guardians of the wild who demand respect and punish those who trespass with ill intent. Forget what you think you know about the supernatural. What lurks in these forests is something far older, something intrinsically tied to the land itself. Locals have known for generations that the jungle is alive, not just with plants and animals, but with unseen forces. They speak of the Neak Ta with a mix of reverence and fear. These are not necessarily evil spirits in the way we might think. They are protectors, primal guardians of the sacred groves, ancient trees, and the delicate balance of life within their domain. But their protection comes with a stern warning. Disrespect the forest, and you will face their wrath. And when they are angered, the jungle itself becomes your prison, a labyrinth from which there is no escape. The stories are chillingly consistent, passed down from village elders to wide-eyed children, and whispered by hunters and loggers who have learned their lessons the hard way. Imagine this. You're trekking through the dense Cambodian rainforest. The air is thick with humidity, the symphony of insects and birds a constant companion. The path is familiar. You've walked it a dozen times. But then, something shifts. The trail that was clear moments ago now seems to vanish. The familiar landmarks are gone, replaced by an endless, disorienting wall of green. Panic begins to set in. You turn back, but the way you came is also gone. Every direction looks the same. You are utterly, hopelessly lost. This is one of the most common signs that you have offended the Neak Ta. It's not just about losing your bearings. It's as if the forest has actively rearranged itself, a living puzzle designed to trap you forever. The spirits rarely show themselves in a clear form. Instead, their presence is felt, a creeping dread that seeps into your bones. They manifest as fleeting shadows in your peripheral vision, dark shapes that move too fast to be an animal. Some describe seeing impossibly tall, slender figures standing silently between the trees, watching without eyes. Then come the voices. Your name, whispered on the wind, a soft, enticing call from just beyond the foliage. It sounds like a friend, a loved one, beckoning you to come closer, to step off the path and into the deeper, darker parts of the woods. But everyone knows you must never, ever answer that call. To do so is to surrender yourself to the spirits, to be led away to a place from which you will never return. As dusk falls, the true horror begins. For those unfortunate enough to be trapped in the forest after dark, the experience is a descent into madness. The first thing you'll notice is the silence. The vibrant, chaotic orchestra of the jungle, not the chirping crickets. The croaking frogs, the calls of nocturnal birds, it all just stops. An unnatural, profound quiet descends, so total it feels like a physical weight pressing down on you. It's a silence that screams danger, a sign that all the natural creatures of the forest are hiding from something far more terrifying. This is the moment the Neak Ta claim the night. It's their hunting ground, and you are the prey. If you've set up camp, you won't find any rest. A sudden, inexplicable cold will sweep through your tent, a chill that has nothing to do with the tropical air. It's a cold that feels like it comes from within, like a ghostly hand has been laid upon your soul. You'll have the unshakable feeling of being watched. You'll strain your ears, listening for any sound in the oppressive silence. And then you might hear it, a faint scratching on the outside of your tent, the soft sound of footsteps circling your camp, or the most terrifying of all, the feeling of an invisible touch, a cold breath on the back of your neck. These are not random occurrences. They are deliberate acts of psychological warfare designed to break you, to fill you with a terror so complete that you either flee blindly into the darkness or simply give up hope. So, what does it take to anger these powerful guardians? The offenses are simple, yet profound. The Neak Ta are most angered by acts of greed and disrespect. Those who enter the forest to cut down ancient sacred trees for profit are prime targets. Illegal loggers often share stories of equipment mysteriously malfunctioning, chainsaws refusing to start, or logs vanishing overnight. Hunters who kill more than they need, who hunt for sport rather than survival, also risk incurring the spirit's wrath. They find their traps empty, their aim mysteriously thrown off, or they become the hunted themselves, stalked by something they cannot see. The most foolish, however, are those who openly mock the forest, who laugh at the local beliefs and dare the spirits to show themselves. For them, the punishment is swift and severe. There's a well-known story of a group of foreign tourists who, against the advice of their local guide, decided to camp near a sacred banyan tree. They were loud. They left their trash scattered around, and they laughed when the guide warned them about the spirits. That night, their laughter turned to screams. One by one, they were lured from their tents by voices calling their names. The guide, who had wisely made an offering of fruit and incense before nightfall, huddled in his hammock, praying as he listened to the panicked cries of his clients fade into the distance. The next morning, he was the only one left. The tourist camp was untouched, their passports and money still in their tents, but they were gone. An extensive search found no trace. It was as if the jungle had simply swallowed them whole. These stories serve a vital purpose. They are not just meant to scare. They are parables, a form of environmentalism rooted in ancient spiritual belief. They teach a fundamental lesson. We are not masters of nature. We are a part of it. The concept of the Neak Ta reinforces a deep cultural respect for the natural world. In a time of rapid deforestation and environmental destruction, these tales are more relevant than ever. They remind us that the forests are sacred, living entities, not just resources to be exploited. The belief that unseen guardians will punish those who cause harm acts as a powerful deterrent, protecting the fragile ecosystems that have sustained Cambodian life for centuries. It's a warning to all who venture into the wild, not just in Cambodia, but anywhere on Earth. Treat the natural world with the respect it deserves. Take only what you need, leave no trace of your passing, and move with a sense of humility and gratitude. Do not underestimate the power of local traditions and beliefs. They are often built on generations of wisdom and a deep understanding of the land. The stories of the Neak Ta are a chilling reminder that there are forces in this world we do not understand, ancient guardians of the wild places. And whether you believe in them or not, it's always wise to tread lightly in their domain. Because in the cursed forests of Cambodia, if you listen closely, you can still hear the whispers of those who didn't, the spirits who never let you leave. What do you think? Are these just cautionary tales? Or is there something genuinely supernatural lurking in the Cambodian jungles? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever had a strange, unexplainable experience in the wilderness? I'd love to hear your stories. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the shadows. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more dark legends from around the world, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an adventure. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.